In this video, I'll discuss some kinematics problems. This question number 1, if acceleration of the block mass m is a, then the acceleration of the small mass m is, so the two masses are connected like this. So let the origin of x axis be here and the x be measured in this direction and y be measured in the downward direction. So the coordinate of this block m, let me call it x1, and the coordinate of the block m small m be x2, y2. So the length of the string, there is one string here and the length is 1, 2, 3, so 3 times x1, and this length is y2 minus this length, so y2 minus constant. So the length of the string is 3x1 plus y2 minus a constant. So differentiate this equation on both the sides twice, we get 0 equal to 3x1 double dot plus y2 double dot. x1 double dot is the acceleration of the capital M mass. It is assumed that the capital M is moving towards the left, and y2 double dot is the acceleration of the mass small m in the vertical direction. So from this we get acceleration of small m in the vertical direction is minus 3a, and acceleration of the small m in the horizontal direction is same as the acceleration of the capital M, because when this capital M moves by a distance say 1 centimeter, this pulley will also move by 1 centimeter, so that this will pull this mass m in this direction by 1 centimeter. So the acceleration of small m and capital M are same in the x direction. So horizontal acceleration of small m is a, same as a capital M. So from this we get the acceleration of small m as square root of this square plus this square, that is 9 plus 1, so root 10 a. So the correct option is option D. This is the next question. If acceleration of A, this block, is 2 meters per second towards left, and acceleration of B is 1 meter per second towards left, then acceleration of C is. So let us take the middle point between these two pulleys as the origin. So the distance of this block A, let it be x1, and distance of block B be x2, and distance of block C be y3 in the vertical direction. There is one string here, and the length of the string is twice of x1 plus twice of x2 plus twice of y3. So the length of the string is not going to change, so if we differentiate with respect to time twice, we get 0 equal to x1 double dot plus x2 double dot plus y3 double dot. x1 double dot, since it's moving towards the left, x1 is going to increase, so x1 double dot is positive 2, and x2 double dot, as the thing is moving towards the left, it's going to decrease, so it is minus 1 plus y3 double dot. So from this you get y3 double dot as minus 1 in the sense it's moving up. So the acceleration of block C is up and the value is 1 meter per second. So the correct option is option B. This is the next question. If angular velocity of a disk depends on the angle rotated theta as omega to theta square plus 2 theta, then the angular acceleration alpha at theta equal to 1 radian is. So the angular velocity omega is not constant, it changes with theta. Angular acceleration is the rate of change of omega with respect to time. So we have to find the value of angular acceleration at theta equal to 1 radian. So omega is given as theta square plus 2 theta. If we differentiate with respect to time, we get d by dt of omega is 2 theta d theta by dt plus 2 d theta by dt, and d theta by dt is the angular velocity omega. So at putting theta equal to 1, we get omega as 3 when theta is 1. So using those values we get d omega by dt as 12, and that is angular acceleration alpha. So the correct option is option C. This is the next question. For a body in circular motion with constant angular velocity, the magnitude of average acceleration over a period of half of revolution is dash times the magnitude of instantaneous acceleration. So this is a body moving along a circular path. So let the initial point be here and the final point be here. So it's moving in a semicircle. Average acceleration between these two points is final velocity minus initial velocity divided by the time taken, which is half the period of revolution of a full circle. So capital T by 2. Velocity final is v in towards right. Velocity initial is v towards left. So it's minus v. So this will give 4v by capital T, and t is the period of revolution, that is 2 pi by omega, and velocity is omega into r. So using that we get average acceleration of 2 pi omega square r. And instantaneous acceleration, the centripetal acceleration is v square by r, which is omega square by r. So from this you get the ratio of average acceleration to instantaneous acceleration as 2 by pi. The correct option is option A. This is the next question. A spot of light S rotates in horizontal plane with constant angular velocity 0.1 radian per second. The spot of light P moves along the wall at a distance of 3 meters. What is the velocity of the spot P when theta is 45 degrees? So this is the wall, and this is a spotlight at a distance of 3 meters, and this spotlight is rotating with a uniform angular velocity. So when this spot of light or the path of light makes an angle theta with the wall, we have to find the velocity of this light spot on the wall. So let me call this angle beta. So tan beta is xp, and let the origin of x-axis be at this point, and the x be measured in the direction towards right. So this distance is xp. So tan beta is xp by 3. As the thing is rotating, beta will change with time, and xp will also change with time. So differentiating with respect to time, we get secant square beta d beta by dt. We got 1/3 d by dt of xp, and d beta by dt is the angular speed of this rotation of the spotlight, that is 0.1. And we have to find the velocity of spot P at when theta is 45. When theta is 45, beta is also 45. So secant beta is root 2. So square root of that is 2 and 1/3, and d by dt of xp is the velocity of the spotlight point Vp. So from this you get the velocity of the spot of light is 0.6 meter per second. So the correct option is option A. This is the next question. A particle A moves along a circle of radius 50 centimeters so that its radius vector relative to point O rotates with a constant angular velocity of omega 0.4 radian per second. The modulus of velocity of the particle and the modulus of the total acceleration will be. So this is a circle, and this particle is moving along the circle such that the radius vector, which is joining this point O to the point at which the particle is located, is rotating with a constant angular velocity. So let me assume that the particle is at this point P, and let the coordinates be x and x comma y. X is measured from this point O, and y is measured from this point in the vertical direction. So we get x as r cos theta and y is r sin theta, and we can relate the capital R to the small r. In this triangle, if we draw a perpendicular here, so r cos theta will be half of this r. So 2 times r cos theta is r. So from this we can eliminate r and write this thing as x as 2r cos square theta, and then y as r sin 2 theta. So now x and y are known in function of theta. Capital R is constant. So x dot is the d by dt of x, that is 2r into 2 cos theta into minus sin theta into theta dot. So this will give minus 2r sin 2 theta, and theta dot is omega, and y dot is differentiating this one, so r cos 2 theta into 2 theta dot, and theta dot is omega. And velocity square is x dot square plus y dot square. So if we square these two and add them up, we get 2r omega whole square. So from this we get velocity as 2r omega. The value of r is 50 centimeters, that's 0.5 meter, and omega is 0.4 radian per second square. So using that we get the velocity as 0.4 meter per second. So we can eliminate options B and C. So it's between option A and D we have to choose. Now to find the acceleration, you have to differentiate x dot one more time. So we'll get x double dot as minus 2r cos 2 theta, this one, we can simplify to this one. And similarly, y double dot, you have to differentiate y dot, so you'll get this one. Now acceleration square is x double dot square plus y double dot square. So if we square this and this and add them up, we get 4r omega square whole square. So acceleration is 4r omega square. Putting the value of r and omega, we get the value of acceleration is 0.32 meter per second square. So the correct option is option D.